Facebook, what's up? It's your boy. I'm back. What's up? I know it's been a minute, but I'm back. Had a lot of stuff to get in order. So I'll be a little, caught up and stuff like that. So I can't faithfully get up here, but I'm slowly but surely getting back into the rotation of getting back up here every Tuesday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Facebook, was giving me a little hard time, like always, to sign on, but I'm finally here. So I'm gonna give some people some time to, to get on. Like I said, it's been a little minute, but I'm back. I'm up here. I'll be up here next Tuesday as well, 8:30 p.m. It's just some things I want to, talk about, because maybe I'm, on a different, I don't know, maybe I understand different, or maybe I'm just not a fair person, but I know I am a fair person, and I know I do understand, but it's crazy. But I'm gonna give it some more minutes before, we jump into the topic. Salute to those who are gonna tune in tonight. Those who, can't tune in, like I said, I'll be back up here next week. Oh man, tomorrow's first day of spring. I mean, not spring, first day of fall. And then we're almost done with this year. This is September, October, November, December, 3 more months. Then we're here for 2022. Hopefully it's a better year. Because we thought 2021 was going to be good, but then we got hit with COVID. I mean, we got hit with it from 2020, but we thought 2021 was going to be better, but we still dealing with the aftermath of 2020 COVID. All right, so it's 8:43. All right, so if you've been following me since day one, I'm going on. I believe November will make 6 years since I've had my J spot, that I've been doing my J spot. So if you've been following me, or whatever the case may be, and the reason for me doing my J spot is, of course, for dads out there that's fighting for their kids, that's being, loopholed, being like their pockets being taken advantage of, all because, it ain't work out with whether it's the kid's mother, whether it's however you want to call it, baby mother, ex-wife, whatever. That's when I put together J Spot, because when I was going to family court, right, with my kid's mother, I was not only seeing and hearing, but like just to see so many fathers that's fighting for their kids, and they telling the judge, like, yo, I do for my kids, I spend money on my kids, all because I don't want to be with this woman is why we're here. Like, she want me for child support, this, that, and the third, blah 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 blah. Or if I don't give her money, she not letting me see my kids. Like, so I'm just sitting there and I'm listening. I'm like, yo, it's a lot of fathers out here that's really dealing with vindictive baby mothers, all because the relationship ended, all because the relationship didn't work, all because the marriage didn't work. Like, some of these women, not all, because I I gotta pick my words that I use, because I notice when I say stuff correctly, people still switch it up and say, "Oh, what do you mean, all women?" So, like I have to say, there's some women out there that's really vindictive. That if it don't work out with them and the baby father, like, the only way they could hurt him is like getting in his pockets. All right. So I'm seeing all these these fathers fighting, like arguing, like cursing and everything, like going to the top of their lungs. And it's like, if a dude go to that, if he goes to those extreme measures, you can't say that this dude is not a real dad, a real active father. Like, going to those measures, like, you can't say that, because let's be honest, you have some men out there, they ain't gonna go to no family court or no child support court. They gonna be like, yo, to hell with it. Oh, word, I can't see my kids. All right, whatever. I'll go make kids elsewhere. Like, I really know dads that's out there that think like that. I don't approve of it, but I really know dads that's like that. Because when I put my kid's mother on papers for me to see my kids, a lot of people was like, yo, you really going through that? You really gonna go through that? Like, you really gonna go to court every month for that? And I'm like, yeah. To be a part of my kids' lives, yes, I will. I'll do it, and I'll do it over again and over again and over again. Because that's the thing. A lot of dads out there, like, they just give up too easily. I'm not a dad that gives up. I'm not a dad that just lays there and let you walk all over me. Nah, I'm gonna fight. We're gonna fight to the end. One of us gonna come out on top. One of us gonna come out on top, and that's just always been me. I've always been a fighter. Growing up, always been a fighter. Never give up that easy. Nah, we gonna fight. We're gonna go to work. We're gonna go to work. You want to do this? I can't see my kids. Oh, this and third. All right. Well, we're gonna have to go to the courts. It's sad and it's immature that you got to go to those levels, because when you're trying to be mature with a woman and she's still giving you hell, it's like, yo, I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to go about this the nice, mature way. You giving me no other option but to take you to court. So, all right. So, granted, that's pretty much like how, like I said, my J spot came about. Like, I just was seeing a lot of dads in that courtroom, like, crying. Like, I've seen dads break down crying. I mean, crying to the point where they go in their pocket and they're like, yo, I only have $10 left. Is this what you want? Just for me to see my daughter or my son? Here, you can have it. Like, it slowly was bringing tears to my eyes, because it's like, yo, some of these women can really be this evil. And it shouldn't be that way. If the relationship does not work out, shorty, go your way. Homeboy, go your way. But just still do what you got to do for the kids. Now, granted, and I've always been saying this, and like I said, if y'all follow my J spot, if y'all follow my social media, if y'all follow anything that I'm a part of, I always say this. If the dude is a deadbeat, then yes, he belongs on child support. Because if he's a deadbeat and he's not doing for his kids, then yes, put him on child support. But don't put a dude on child support that's been there for his kids from day one. Never once folded, been there through thick and thin. Don't put him on child support because, it don't work out between y'all. All right, so boom. What else was I gonna say? Yeah, I would see like a lot of dads like just breaking down, crying, whatever. All right, I knew what I was getting myself into when I said, okay, I can't see my kids. Now I'm talking about my kid's mother now. I knew what I was getting myself into, because it's like, I did the research on it. I'll go to YouTube. I was seeing like so many people talking about like family court. Like, it's not an easy place, this and that. But I was prepared for it because I prepared myself for it. I was watching, like I said, YouTube videos. I was talking to different people that went through it. And they was like, yo, it's not easy. It's a lot that's going to go on. And I'm like, all right, I'm down for that. I'm down for that. To see my kids, to be a part of my kids' life, yeah, I'm down for it. All right, boom. Go through all of this with my kid's mother. All right. We reached the joint custody agreement. I wanted the joint custody, which I was going for. But before all of that, she wanted full custody. Now, she it's crazy because if I post conversations, if I post text messages, I would be wrong. But I won't do all of that just yet. It's coming, but I'm not gonna do that just yet. So we had a conversation or whatever the case may be. Like, our daughter now is in school, in kindergarten. I mean, she's been in school since daycare or whatever, but now she's, a little older. She's 5 years old, so she's in kindergarten. All right. Everything was going so smooth, so smooth. I was like, I'll do my part. If I could pick her up from school, I will. I'll do my part. So many times I've bent my back. I've been backwards so many times, and I still get shitted on. I still get the messed up end of the stick. All right, boom. I'm telling my kids' mother, I'm like, look, these are the times, these are the days I can get her. I can scoop her, whatever. That's still not good enough for her. She then proceeds to tell me like, well, I don't know what to tell you. This, that, and the third. Now, the crazy thing about it, you don't know what to tell me. But when the tables are turned, when she wants to do something or go somewhere or whatever the case is, she have all these people that can pick up our daughter. All these people, whether it be her sister, whether it be her homegirl, whether it be her mother. To my knowledge, yeah, those the people I know. But she always have people in rotation. Oh, and another friend. I think like 2 friends from what I was told. I don't know if it's true, but that's what I was told. So she would have these people that could pick her up. Granted, now that the tables, shifted, now when it's on me now, and I'm telling her, okay, I can't get her this day, I can't get her that day. Oh, well, I don't know what to tell you, because I got to go to work. I'm a career woman, this, that, and third. Never once did I knock her, say anything about, what she do for a job, this, that, and third. To my knowledge, my kid's mother has been working at the same job for about, I think, I don't know, November. Damn, I can't even remember. But I know she got more than 15 years at her job, right? More than 15 years. All right. So I'm explaining to her, I'm like, look, I can't keep taking these days off like this because my boss is putting me on a warning. He's telling me like, yo, I understand it's your daughter, but you got to make better arrangements. Like, you got to work it out with your kid's mother. And granted, he don't know the situation, so I get it. But he's not trying to hear that. He's like, look, you have a job to fulfill. You have a job to do. You have to be here for 8 hours. Okay, I can, let you slide every now and then. Not all the time, but every now and then. All right, boom. What I'm told from my boss, I explain to her. I tell her, oh, well, I don't know what to tell you because I can't do it, this, that, and the third, blah, blah. But before, if it was you and you had things to do or places to go, you have everyone just pops up that could pick her up. Everyone pops up. Now, all of a sudden, your sister can't get her. Your mother can't get her. Your two homegirls can't get her. So it's like, what the hell? So, and then I proceed to tell her, I'm like, look, if I keep doing this, I can lose my job, right? My kid's mother then says to me, she then says to me, hold on. Yeah, so I told her, I was like, I can't keep doing this or whatever the case may be because, I could lose my job this, and third. And we all know if I lose my job, you won't get your child support. So what's going on, blah, blah, blah. She then proceeds to say, you not being employed after this week sounds like a you problem. Straight up just told me, like, I told her everything, like, I can lose my job this, and third. If I keep doing this week, I can lose my job. Oh, that sounds like a you problem. Like, how you gonna tell me that sounds like a you problem? So if I lose my job and you can't get your child support, you're not thinking about the bigger picture here. If I lose my job, your child support gets reduced because I'm not working. So you wouldn't be getting the amount that you're getting. And she don't think like that. For her, it's just like you just gotta do. Like, she don't care what you're going through. She don't care whatever. So it's like, no matter what, I would never tell her like, that sounds like a you problem. We both need our jobs. We both need to provide for the kids. We both have to provide for our homes. Like, how are you gonna say that sounds like a you problem? Never once do I come at my kid's mother and say, "Oh well, I don't know what to tell you. You better get somebody else to do it this, that, and third." Never once did I do that. Never once. I just specifically said, let it be, your mother, your sister, your two homegirls, if possible, if they could pick, our daughter up, so be it. Granted, she's with somebody she deals with, whatever the case is, right? All the time in the past, when I knew she was dealing with someone, I was calm about it. Because why am I getting worked up? Why am I worrying? I don't care for her. Never cared for her. I don't love her. Never loved her. So why would I care? All right, granted. Ring around, like I had to go through the whole ring around the rosy to find out like she was dealing with someone. Okay, granted. It's more that I want to say on this topic, but I'm not, because because I have proof on what I want to say, but all that's coming at a later time. I mean, the proof, yeah, it's there, but it's all going to be said at a later time. All right, so when we were going to court, she specifically said, word for word, "Oh, I'm not dealing with anyone. I don't have anyone. It's just me and my kids in the home. No one comes over, this, that, and the third." And I'm just looking, and it's like, I could have blew her up on many occasions in the courtroom, but I just left it because I'm like, this is what she's known for. Lying is her thing. She was lying to me. I mean, it wasn't bothering me because I didn't care, but she's lying, saying she don't have anyone, this, that, and third. Okay, granted. Out of nowhere, miraculously now, someone's in the picture. And I'm just looking and laughing. It's like, yo, you funny, but whatever. All right. I never met the person. I always was saying to her, I always was telling her, I was like, look, you can meet my partner, whatever the case may be. In messages, I have messages with this girl telling me, "Oh, I don't want to meet anyone. Fuck who you with. I don't care, this and third." Now, this is a couple years ago. This wasn't current. This is a couple years ago. "Oh, I don't care who you with. I don't want to meet anybody. They would never take my place as their mom." And I'm like, no one said anyone was trying to take your place. No one said that. So where you going with that? So I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm like, look, the best thing to do, like, I would want you to see who's going to be around the kids, this, that, and third. Straight up, she said, "No, I don't want to meet them, this, that, and third, blah, blah." Okay, granted. All right. So how I'm taking it now, because she didn't want to meet who I'm with. Now, when she's with someone and I'm asking, I'm like, okay, look, I know you have someone. I just want to see who the person is, this, that, and third, blah, 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 this, that, and third. No, you don't got to meet him, da-da-da. He don't owe you anything. Who the fuck are you? Like, he don't got to meet you. Why he got to meet you? And I'm like, because another man is around our daughter and our son. So why would I not want to meet who the person is? You think I want my kids to be in harm's way? Think I want them to be around someone and I don't know what this person do, what they look like, this, and third? Granted, once again, I was lied to about all that. All of this in text messages. That's why when she say certain things, I just laugh, because it's like, you don't remember what you said to me a couple years back in text messages. And not only that, you don't remember what you said inside the courtroom. So how you don't remember all of this thing? Like, and it's crazy because when I was trying to be the bigger picture, because we all know if you not with someone, it shouldn't be an issue for you to meet whoever. It shouldn't be no issue because you're over that person. So it's like, I'm not with you. Like, okay, this is who I'm currently with, blah, blah, blah. I was trying to be the bigger picture on so many levels, right? I tried. Even when we're in the courtroom, I'm asking, I'm like, yo, I just want to know who this person is. Oh, I don't talk to nobody. I don't deal with nobody. Nobody comes to the house, this and third, blah, 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 this and third. Okay. For once, and my kid, well, I can't say my daughter, but my son noticed that my son is older. Never once did I ask my son or say to my son, what does this guy look like? Send me a picture of him. Like, never once did I go those routes. Never. I could have went those routes because we all know that there's some men that will do that. They'll be like, "Oh son, oh daughter, da da da. I'm your dad. Send me a picture. Let me know what this person looked like." I could have went all those routes, but I didn't. I didn't go those routes. I didn't care. Only thing I was concerned with was their safety and who was around them. Granted, when I found out or whatever, I explained that. I was like, "Look, just don't leave my kids around him. Don't leave like I said, my son is older, but I was at that time. I was like, don't leave, my kids in the house, swim this center. I don't even know who this person is. All right, I got fuck you. I got who the fuck you think you are? That's my house. I could bring whoever I want, Tom, Dick, and Harry through the house, and I'm like, okay, yeah, it is your house. You can bring whoever you want through your house. All I'm saying is, I just want to know who's around my kids. That's all. That's all. I just want to know who's around my kids. Because my kids get harmed in any way, shape, or form, I don't want to hear sorry. I don't want to hear sorry. I didn't know he was going to do this. I don't want to hear that. Because the world we living in, you think you know a person, and then boom, 360, something happened. The amount of kids that get killed on the mother's watch, it's crazy. Because these women, and not all women, let me clarify it again, not all women, but majority of these women, they get with the dude swindle them in their mind, have them think, oh yeah, he loves me, he cares, whatever, and then boom, oh yeah, I can leave the kids with you for 6 hours, 7 hours, and they go about their business and leave the kids in the crib with the dude. Then stuff is going on in the crib, and you're not knowing anything until when it's too late. I don't want that to happen. I don't want that to happen. Not on my accord. I don't play when it comes to my son and my daughter. I do not play with them. Because on my end, I wouldn't play with them. I wouldn't have anyone around randomly to harm them or leave them with anyone for mad hours. Like, and she did it to me. One time she did it. She left my daughter with the dude for a couple of hours or something like that. And I'm like, wait, what? I'm like, wait. I'm like, wait. I'm asking my son, like, wait, you with your mom, so where's your sister? And then I hit her up, and then you know what I got? Don't question me. That's my house. So, just to show you how it's crazy and it's funny, don't question me, it's your house. But when we were in court, you said you had nobody. You said you were dealing with nobody, no one's around the kids, this and that, third. Then you proceed to tell me in messages as well, again, the person been around since our daughter was, what she said? 2 months or something like that. Now, the part that I don't understand, right? I was in the house helping out with our daughter up until our daughter was 5 months, right? Okay. But that's her mind games. I guess telling me the person been around for 2 months, I guess to make me feel away, to make me think something. I don't know. I don't care. It never bothered me. Whatever. So, when she said, I'm just looking at the message. I'm like, wow. And then I look back to my time frame of when I know I left the house. I'm like, the person been around since 2 months, but I left this time frame. I'm like, huh? And I was there, like, I just was like, whatever. But this is what she do. So, speed up again. So I'm just like, I just want to know who's around the kids or whatever. Lied to me again, whatever. It is what it is. The thing that's crazy when it comes to my kids, I don't lie to them. Under no circumstance. I want to keep it as real as possible with my son and as real as possible with my daughter, because believe it or not, what's done in the dark always come to light sooner or later, right? We all know that. We all heard that, and it's true. So I don't want to tell my kids one thing, and then let's say, they go out in the streets and they hear something different, or they find proof of something different, and then they're going to look and be like, well, wait, Dad told us one thing, but this is the proof on what Dad told us. So that's why I don't play the lying game when it comes to my kids, because sooner or later, stuff will come back, and then your kid's gonna look at you like, well, Dad, like, why you said this when this wasn't the case? And that's the thing I think my kid's mother don't pay attention to. That's the thing right there. all of the lies I was told by my kid's mother. It's crazy, and for years, like I still have emails from when we first met, right? So that goes back years. I still have those things. I still have all of the lies that I was told by her, even up until when we met, where she sent me a fake picture, and I'm looking at the picture, and I'm like, but I already knew what I already knew what was what. So I'm looking, I'm like, why is she sending me a picture of somebody else? So I'm like whatever. I just played along. I went along with it, whatever. But all of these things, like I have on black and white. Proof. Evidence. And the reason why I keep things the reason why I keep things dealing with her, because she would be she's the type of person, like, she'll tell other people things and have everyone believing I'm the bad guy. Just like, I don't know, I said it in a couple, I said it in one of my topics a couple years back. Like, I bumped into a friend of hers, and a friend, they didn't want to speak to me. A friend like, oh, you don't take care of your kids. And I'm looking at her, I'm like, what? I don't take care of my kids? What are you talking about? Oh, how you gonna just leave her with the kids and this and that? I'm like, what? Like, that's what she told you? I'm like, nah, hold up, wait. Went, showed the friend the proof. Friend was like, oh, I didn't know all that. Word for word, conversation for conversation. So how your friend telling you I left her or whatever? I mean, correction. How your friend telling you I left the kids? Because I've been left her. Because when our daughter was conceived, I wasn't, we weren't in no relationship. All right. So how she telling you I left the kids? No, I didn't leave the kids. I left her. I walked away from her, not my kids. I'm still here to this day in my kids' lives. So how did I walk away from my kids? So when I showed this friend, the proof, the friend was like, oh, why would she do that? Why would she tell me this? I'm like, yo, I don't know, but that's your friend. So that's one of the reasons why I keep proof. Because if you want to lie on me, you lying on me by just words. I have actual proof. I have conversations. I have what you said to me, and I have what I said to you. So how you saying one thing, but proof shows something else. So it's just like, I just be like, yo, this is crazy. All right, so, yeah, so the whole situation with, like, my daughter, right, with the school, right? She straight up just told me, like, that sounds like a you problem if you lose your job. I got nothing to do with that, blah, 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 this, that, and third. Now, before, in some other messages I explained to her, that was when, like, I wasn't working like that. Like, I was getting, like, 2 days, 3 days, right? I hit her up. I was like, look, I'm only getting 2 days of work or whatever. I was like, look, can you please cut this child support or whatever the case may be? Because I'm just going to keep getting backed up with arrears. And then, when they get backed up, next thing you know, they're cutting your passport, they're cutting your driver's license. I don't want to go through all that. I explained to her, I was like, look, when I walked away, I explained to you, I told you I can give you this amount of money a month. She said, no, I don't want that, this and third. I want more, this and third, whatever. Okay, she takes me to child support court. Got way less than what I was offering her. Now I'm like, see how God works. I was giving her like an extra $100 and something extra a month. She got way less when we went to court. Now, had she been a fair person, a mature person, a grown mature person, we wouldn't have went through this. You could have just took the three something I was offering a month. And, if you'd have need little side money on the side for them, and if I had it, I would have gave it. Because that's me. I'm not bitter. I'm not vindictive. That's what I would have done. And so many people, when I showed them the text, people that I showed the text message, they was like, what? She turned that down? And then this is what she's getting at? Like, yo, she's stupid. She's a fool. And I'm like, yeah. Because I tried to be fair with her. I tried to give her something that can, help out. She turned it down. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I had to bust my ass, like, left and right. I had to get a job ASAP, because it's like, when you making if your income is reduced, You got to run back to the court, put in a whole new petition to get a whole new court date. And by that time, your arrears is building up. I don't want to go through that. So I'm like, I'm out there hustling. I'm hustling. I'm like, damn, I got to get another job. I got to get another job that got more hours. This and third, this and third. Then I finally got one. What did she do? She runs back to court saying she want more money. How do you, like, what? Two, if not two, I think 3 different occasions, she took me back to court wanting more money. She didn't get it. She didn't get the increase because they looking at it and they like, he's making the same salary. Like, he didn't get no boost in his pay. Sorry. He didn't get no boost in his pay. Like, why are we here? And I'm like, and I'm explaining to the judge, and I'm like, look, I explained to her. I was even trying to, well, you know how child support court is. They don't want to see nothing. They don't want to see no proof, but whatever. I'm like, look, let me show you the proof. Let me show you the conversation where I'm telling her, like, look, just take me off of it. Let me get on my feet. I could give you this, that, and the third. To the point, I even, said to her, like, I'll give you a little more. Nope. She just wanted to keep me on papers because, like, we all know, when they keep you on the papers, if you fall behind on the payments, once again, it cuts your driver's license, it cuts your passport, and then next thing you know, possibility jail time. All right. It was hurting me. It was killing me. I was like, yo, damn, why she got to be so evil? Like, all of this because a relationship didn't work. All of this because our marriage didn't work. And the crazy thing that kills me, that hurts, and I would never get the answer from her because that's just how she is. Before all this, I explained to her and told her, I don't want no marriage. I don't want a marriage. I was like, let it just remain a boyfriend-girlfriend thing. I don't want no marriage. Because in my heart, I didn't see her as marriage material. So it's like, why go into something when you know you're just going to mess it up? Like, who does that? Once again, in conversation, text. I'm like, look, I never wanted this marriage, this and the third. You the one who wanted it. You did it because you was trying to keep it with your friends and this, that, and the third, blah, blah, blah. All of this. It was not sincere. It was not genuine. And it was not something I wanted. It was not what I wanted. But once again, she held my son against me because at this time my daughter wasn't born. She held my son against me. She's like, oh, if we don't get married, I'm gonna take him down south to my family house, and you never met them, so you wouldn't even know where they lived, this and third. All of that I had to go through. Forced into something that I did not want to be in. That's what I tell people, as well as I try to tell my son. And as my daughter get older, I'm going to tell her the same. Never force someone to do something they don't want to do. Never. Never. Because you're only going to hurt yourself. Because when you thinking you won, you're winning this and third, that person going to just hit you with that bombshell like, yo, I don't want this. So that's why I don't try to force things on people, because it's not a good outlook. It's not a good outlook. You just only going to be hurting yourself in the end. And then you're going to be mad. Then you're going to resent the person and hate the person, which you probably do. But that's not my concern, because I told you before going through a marriage, I didn't want a marriage. I told you that. I didn't lie to you. I didn't sugarcoat anything. I told you, I was like, look, I don't want to be married. I do not want to be married. Yeah, we have a son together at that time. Yeah, we have a son together. Let it just stay, the boyfriend-girlfriend thing. I don't want to go through no marriage. She hit me with if you don't do it, I'm taking him. I'm going down south. You'll never see him again this and third. All right. I could have went the route most dudes, go and be like, okay, take him, go. But I didn't do that. I did not do that. I didn't want my son growing up and being taught someone else is his father when his real father is right here in New York. I didn't want to go through that. So what did I do? I just bit the bullet, and I said, all right, I'll go through with it. But at the same time, I explained it. I said, I'm not going to be faithful. And that's the crazy thing that killed me. That's what I want to know from the women out there. If a man tells you he don't want to marry you, right? But at the same time, he's telling you if he marries you, he's going to still cheat on you and he's not going to be faithful. Why do you want to go through with a marriage? Why? Why do you want to still go through something when he's telling you beforehand, if we tie the knot, I'm still going to cheat on you and I'm not going to take you serious? Why do that? Why go through all that just to put on a show for people? Why? And it's crazy because when I said it to her, she still looked me in my eyes and was like, "You're not gonna do that to me." And I'm like, what? you really don't know me. I'm like, all right, if this is what you want to do, so be it. I'll put on this certain mask and have everybody thinking this is what I want. Have everybody thinking, yeah, oh, da da da. But now look, it's a possibility you hating me because I walked away. I don't get it. Like so many. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. So many dads out here, man, are suffering, struggling, don't know how they're gonna make ends meet because they gotta keep up with their child support. Like I saw a friend of mine's. He was going through family court for like 5 years. He just won. Well, he got full custody, but he just won full custody after 5 years of fighting in court. For myself, I went through it for like a year and a half. A year and a half to 2 years. A year and a half to 2 years. But it just felt good when he reached out to me. He was like, yo, I got custody, da da da. Yo, it was a long journey, but I got my kids, this and that. And I was like, yo, I was happy for him. I was happy. Now I would have never had to go to family court if my kid's mother would have just been fair with me and just let me see my kids. Like, to this day, I still have the conversation in the text message. I still got screenshots where I'm telling her, I'm like, look, I'm coming over to bring our son his allowance. Oh, what you got for me? Huh? What do you mean? I'm coming over to bring our son his allowance. Oh, if you're not bringing up no money for me, then you can't come over and see them and this and that. And I'm like, so you really letting me not see him? You really not letting me see my kids because I'm not bringing money for you? Yes. Take it how you want. Fuck you, this, that, and third. I hope you die, this, that. Like, all of this she's saying to me. And I'm like, okay. All right, screenshot. And then the very next day, I was down there at the court. And it's like, it's just so crazy because when I went into the courtroom to put in for the motion for the visitation, the court officers were women. I mean, it was some men too, but it was majority women. And they, like, the looks they giving me is like, yo, he really down here to fight for his kids? Yes, I am. Because in family court, they see more women come there. They see more women. They don't really see men. They don't really see men come there fighting for the kids. They see most men bail, just turn their back. Like, okay, well, I'm not going to be here. All right, you deal with this, and third, blah, blah. That's what they see. But when they saw me and they saw me faithfully coming every month, every month, like, I've built like a little relationship. Like, some of them was like, hey, Jay, hey. Oh, you got caught today? Oh, what time? I'm like, yeah, I got it. Da, da, da. Yeah, I'm in this part. I'm in part A, part da, da. Like, they saw that and they like got familiar with me because they saw me coming here every month, faithfully. Yeah. At the time, my job was a little scary. They was like, oh, if you need to show us proof that you got caught. So, I was getting a little scared because I'm like, look, I don't want y'all to fire me. But once I educated myself on it and I found out once you show a court document that you have caught, no job can fire you. No job can fire you. And once I found out, I felt good. Because in the beginning, I was scared. I was like, oh, man. I'm like, damn, I got to go to court. I'm asking my boss. I'm like, yo, I need this. He's looking at me like, hey, you just took off last month. And I'm like, no, but look, I got proof. Look. Look, it says my name. Look, it says where I'm going. Da, da, da. And then I found out, like, they couldn't do anything to me. So it felt good because I didn't want to lose my job. But for my kids, believe it or not, if I would have lost my job, it is what it is. It was for a good damn reason if I'd have lost my job. A good damn reason. So it is what it is. But, yeah, so I got the joint custody, whatever. And I'm thinking everything is going to be smooth. But we're still going through... Well, let me not say we. Well, I guess I can say we. Yeah, we still going through issues, but not on my part, not on my accord, because I'm trying to be fair, and I'm just trying to balance it. I'm trying to be smooth with it. Like, I could do this these days, you do those days, but it's like, no, she's just putting everything on me when she could go to work and she can make her paycheck and come home and live comfortably when I'm struggling and I'm suffering. That's not fair. And that's the thing that these courts need to see. Like, these courts need to fix this system with family court and whether it's family court or child support. They need to fix it because there's dudes out here really suffering, really don't know how they making ends meet, but they gotta make that child support. So it's like once they pay that child support, it's like then they could breathe a little. No, that's not fair. That's not fair. That's why I don't knock women that don't put they kids' father on child support. I don't knock those women because they're mature enough and they can work it out. Yeah, they might not get along with the dude, but at the same time, they're like, look, he's taking care of his kid or kids. That's good enough for me. My kid's mother, that wasn't good enough for her. I was doing for my kids from day one from my son born to day one to my daughter being born. Still active in their life, still. And guess what? I'm still on child support, all because you're bitter, or because she's bitter, making way more than me, but you got me on child support. You got me on child support because you want to hurt my pockets because you can't hurt me or my heart. Okay, so yeah, you hurting my pockets. You're getting that. But it don't last forever. It don't last forever. So you getting it. You getting it these couple of years or whatever. You getting it. You hurting my pockets, but in all reality, you still not happy. You still not happy because you went into a marriage that you knew was not going to last, hurt your own self, and now you can't get over that hurt. That's not for me to deal with. That's for you to deal with. Not me. Not me. And it's just crazy, man. It's crazy because so many dudes that I know are solid when it comes to their kids. They will go to the ends earth for their kids. And they still on child support. But then you got these dudes out here that don't do shit for their kids. They be on the block all day, 24/7. They come around whenever they want. They don't even take their kids for haircuts or anything like that. But those dudes are not on child support. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. So it's like, because you care and you're involved in your kid's life, you gotta suffer. Like, I don't get this shit, man. This shit is different. This shit is real different. I don't get it. But all I do, man, I just keep praying. I just keep God first. I just pray, I just pray like she get the help she deserves, because that's really what it is. She needs help. Because even with the marriage, right? I didn't ask for no alimony. I didn't ask for anything. I just wanted out of it. I did not ask for a dime. Didn't want a dime. So that shows you right there, like, I don't want your money. I just want to be a part of my kid's life. That's it. That's all I want. I don't want anything from you. Anything. I just want to be a part of my kid's life. That's it. And am I wrong for wanting that? No, I'm not wrong. Because a lot of these kids out here, they're growing up misguided. They're growing up not having a father, their father figure in their life. It's crazy. And then that's another thing that's bugged out too. That's another thing that's bugged out. I remember conversations and all. I remember her telling me if you leave me or whatever the case may be, this, that, and third, whoever I get with, I'm gonna let the kids look at him as their father and call him their father. And I'm like, all this in text messages I got. I'm just chilling. When I'm looking at the message, I didn't curse, I didn't scream, I ain't do none of that to her. I'm just like, okay, well, in my heart, I knew this is why I'm glad we going to the. This is why I'm glad I had to take her to our family court, because if I would have only gave up on my kids, whatever dude she would have been dealing with or is with or would have been with, she would have been teaching the kids to call him dad or father or whatever. So I don't feel bad for doing what I did to go into court for my kids. I don't feel bad at all. I don't feel bad at all. Because if I would have only let her get that joint, I mean, not joint, if I would only let her get full custody, it would have been a wrap for me. And that was the crazy thing when she went to court, and that's why I'm glad I had put her for joint custody. Because she went to court one day and was like, oh, I want full custody. I want the kids 24/7. And then that's another thing, right? Another thing I just remembered. In the conversation, right? I said to her, you the one that you didn't even want me a part of the kid's life or whatever the case may be. You thought you were doing something to me, you thought you were hurting me, this, and third, right? She said to me, yo, if I could just, I mean, I will show the proof of all of this, but she said to me, yeah, so she had said to me, first of all, I never took you to court for full custody. You never took me to court for full custody. You took me to family court for visitations. You're right, I did take you to court for visitation because you didn't want me to see my kids. But say all that to say, just got a text message. Say all that to say, in court you wanted full custody, but in court you wanted full custody, but now you're gonna turn around and say, I took you for visitation, this, that, and the third. You're right. I did take you for visitation. I took you to see my kids. But when we were in the courtroom, as a couple of months went along, you then try to put in a motion and say, I want full custody. No, you ain't getting full custody because I already put in joint custody. So if I didn't put in that joint custody that morning when I had court, if I didn't only put in that joint custody, I would have lost my kids. Because then she would have got full custody, and then she would have been able to run and do whatever she wanted. But something told me that morning, before you go put in that joint custody. And that's what I did. I put in that motion for joint custody. And it felt good that when we went to court that same day, she's like, her attorney's like, oh, well, my client wants full custody. She feels the kids would be better with her. The judge looked and was like, oh, well, Mr. Richards put in a motion to get joint custody, and yeah, he put in a motion before you. So if I didn't only do that, I would have lost my kids. I would have lost my kids. And it's crazy because it really hurt that I had to go these measures just to be involved in my kid's life. Just to be involved in their life. I had to go through all this. When the mature thing could have been, look, we sit there, and that's another thing. I wanted to sit her down and talk to her like, look, you know, I could do this to pick the kids up. I could do this with the kids, help out the center. She didn't want to hear any of that. But now that I guess someone's coaching her, now she want to talk like she has common sense. Nah, it's too late. You said what you said. You did what you did, and I have proof on what you said. So, nah, it's too late. Don't try to switch it up now just to make it look good. Nah, you said what you said. You said you wanted full custody. You said in conversations that if we didn't work out, whoever I'm with, I'm gonna have the kids calling him dad. Like, nah. All of that I never forget. All that is still in my mind. Still in my mind. I would never forget that. I would never forget it. So, yeah, I would never forget it. I just tried to be fair. I tried to be the bigger person, the mature person, and I'm still getting shitted on. I'm still getting played. I'm still getting told, oh, well, if you lose your job, that sounds like a you problem. Really? That's what you're going to tell me? But I guess you're not thinking, because if I lose my job, you don't get your child support. That means I have to go back to court. They reduce the child support, and then you go back to getting $25. So that's what you really want? That's the thing with people. They don't think about that. They just jump out the window. They don't sit and analyze and think like, oh, if I do this, but will this happen? If I do that, will this happen? If I do this, will this happen? They don't think. I'm glad I think before I do anything. Before I jump out anybody's window, I'm thinking about the situation. I'm thinking if I do this move, what's gonna happen over here? If I do that move, what's gonna happen over here? Nah, I think about it. I think. But it is what it is, man. I'm just sad that I'm trying. I'm really trying with this whole joint custody, but she's just making it so hard and so difficult and so stressful. So stressful. I'm trying. I'm not giving up, but I'm just trying. Like, It's like, look, you have somebody you with. Why you not happy? Why you still trying to make my life miserable? Why you still trying to hurt me? Like, why? And then it's crazy because a lot of times with my daughter, when I do pick my daughter up, a lot of times my daughter, she's 5 years old. I don't knock her for saying what she's saying or asking what she's asking me. But she'll ask me little things that only the mother could have told her. Only the mother could have told her. You telling our daughter stuff like the marriage didn't work because we didn't get along and all this stuff. And I'm like, what? Why? Granted, she's 5, so you don't want to tell her the truth. I mean, I'm not going to tell her the truth yet. She's 5, and I have the truth on black and white. But why go telling her? Why go telling her things like that? Then my daughter would ask me little questions, and it's like, only your mother could have told you that. And the reason I know only the mother could have told her, because my own son never asked me those questions. So if my own son never asked me those questions, I don't know what he knows from what she told him, but he hasn't even asked me questions. So here you come telling our daughter stuff. But where you go wrong is I'm going to tell our daughter the truth. I mean, I don't answer, our daughter. I don't tell her like, oh, no. I just would say, no, that's not right. That's not right. That's not right. No, that's not true. Because I know when my daughter get older, she will see the truth. She will see proof. And that's what I'm teaching. I'm trying to teach my kids. Like, don't just go by what people tell you. Don't just go by what people say out their mouth. You have to go with proof. You have to go with black and white. If you ain't see it on paper, if you ain't hear with your own ears, don't go with what people be saying. Because you could run with what someone's saying, and that person could just be telling you stuff just because they don't like someone else. And I've seen that enough in these streets. So A won't like B, so A is going to tell C something about B, and then C just going to believe A, or because of what A said. But C not having common sense to say, nah, like, you got proof on this about B? Like, show me proof about B. Like, that's what C is not thinking to himself. C just runs with what A say. No, I don't want my kids to grow like that. I want them to grow up, believe black and white, believe proof, believe evidence, because people out here in this day that we live in, they will fool you. They will tell you, oh, don't talk to this person. That person is this and the third. Oh, that person is a rat. That person is a snitch. But you need proof. Go with proof. Don't just go with what people say. Because people, like, lies, it's crazy because lies spread faster than the truth. Ain't that crazy? Lies spread faster than the truth. A lie will pick up in 0.5 seconds and it'll circulate through the whole hood and everybody believe in that one lie. And it's not even the truth. They're not even going with proof. They just running with what that person said. I don't want my kids to be made a fool out here in these streets or in this world. I don't want people to laugh at them, look at them, and blah, you believe such and such and da da da. Nah, I don't want that. I want them to believe black and white, believe proof, believe evidence. Don't just run with what someone tell you. That could be your friend. That could be even for myself. Even for myself. Even if my kids didn't believe what I'm telling them, I got the proof. I got the black and white. So that's my point I'm making. I have the proof. I have no problem showing the proof. I have no problem showing the evidence. So even for myself, not just I'm their dad. I mean, yeah, it'll be good, yeah, for them to believe what I'm telling them because they know I don't lie. I'm not going to lie to them. I'm going to keep it honest with them and be truthful. But even if they just wanted to take a jab at him, like, oh, well, do you have proof on this, Dad? And da-da-da. Yeah, I got proof of that. Wait, let me go on my stash. I have a vault. Let me go on my vault. Like, oh, what you want to know? Oh, that's what somebody told you? Okay, well, look, here's the black and white. Look. So does that match with what they said? Oh, no, that don't match that. All right, then. So obviously that person was lying to you. Real talk. It's all about being honest, man. All about being honest. And that's me. I'm honest. time? 9:35. All right, Facebook. Feel good coming back up here, man. And talking with you guys. I'm up here every Tuesday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Just come back and check me out, man. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Repost this, share it to your Facebook. I'm just fighting for fathers, man. I'm just fighting for fathers that's being treated unfair. And there's a lot of fathers out here that's being treated unfair. Like they're suffering. They are suffering. They're hurting. So that's who I'm fighting for. I'm fighting for those people. Those dads that's real. Those dads that really involved in their kids' lives. That's who I'm fighting for. Them deadbeats, I don't care about them. Never cared about them. I never been one. I can't relate. I can only relate to the real ones that's been active in their kids' lives. Those are the ones I'm trying to reach. Them the ones I'm relatable to. Them the ones I fuck with. I don't fuck with deadbeats. Never have. All right, Facebook, let me get up out of here, man. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. Like I said, once again, share this video, repost it, Let's spread the word. Let's get it out there. Remember, you can follow me on social media or platforms. I'm under Real J Richards. That's REAL JAYRICHARDS. Real J Richards. Follow me. I follow back. I chat with my friends, like my fans, all those that have been supporting me, that's been riding with me since day one. I'm human. I'm real. I ain't ducking. I ain't hiding. I'm real. I'm a real person. I'm real. All right. So until next week, Facebook. Thanks for tuning in once again. Next Tuesday, 8:30 p.m. Check me out. I will be here. 8:30 p.m. Also, if you got a topic you want me to talk about, you want to get off your chest, you can shoot me an email. My email address is actorjrichards@gmail.com. Once again, that's actorjrichards@gmail.com. Shoot me an email. Because I do get topics. So just shoot me an email. We can get it on the air. That's nothing. But until next week, enjoy y'all work week. Enjoy y'all weekend. Be safe. Stay your 6 feet. Practice your social distancing. Let's beat this thing, man. Let's get this thing out of here. So until next week, thank you for tuning in. It's your boy. Later.